Diana, how are you?
Hello.
Okay. How is everything so far?
It's good.
Any questions so far?
No, because we're just doing a project at school.
You have project at school?
Yeah.
So which project?
It's like you can pick the topic and you just make a slideshow presentation, but we just pick like why there's an increased level of use for social media. So it's like it's not there's no coding in it.
It's a written project.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
Um, well, we finished our project. We're just gonna present it on Tuesday.
Okay. So you finish project means that you finish the writing already.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you will do presentation
Yeah.
on Tuesday, coming Tuesday?
Yeah, like February 3rd.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to go over a little bit or no? Is
Um,
that a teamwork or your individual work?
it's like I worked with three other people.
Okay. No problem. If you want me to do look over your project to give you some suggestion, I can do that. Okay, we can do that for 5-10 minutes. Do you need that?
It's fine.
Okay. No, if you don't need that, that's fine. Okay, but if you do need me to read over it to give you some suggestion to see, so this one is actually in the old day. In the old day, they have two performance tasks. Okay, for APCSP. So your teacher is using the older standard right now. This one already been removed. It's called performance task. Okay, if you check the performance tasks, they are performance tasks before. And then right now the performance task has been removed. Now it's create performance task. Okay. It's okay. If you actually you know what you are doing, that's fine. Okay. Let's do this, okay? We can go to the chapter 3. We can review the unit 2. Right now we still have time, so can we review the unit 2 quiz? Did you work on the parents' book unit 2 problem already or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you submit it to my Moodle site or no?
Um,
The unit
no.
2, I mean, if you finish that, you can submit it to it, okay? I'll check and see which one you go wrong.
Okay.
So it's actually this one. So the unit 2 I'm talking about is unit 2. This one, okay?
Okay.
Submit it to this one. So we can do the review this one today, okay?
Okay.
And then after that, we'll go to the unit 3. So let's do it, okay? Let's do it. I'm bringing up the problem set. Okay, this is the problem set. Let's work together on this one, okay? Okay, so let's look at let me see. A moment, okay? Hi, Liana, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Which is the answer?
Um, well, for one, it's C.
Okay, this one is said that computer will process the following program. It's actually step by step. So actually the answer is C, okay? Okay, good. It's a one on the problem too. Another card, this one, they collected frequency, time, date, and geographic information. Which are the following question about whale not answered using only the data collected from the checking column. So you get the data for time, date, and where the whale is. Okay, so basically you know where whale move around where from this point A, point B, and time and date. So which one cannot be actually answered by the data you collected?
C.
So okay, why C?
Because of like personally like time, the day and the location, but it doesn't talk about like weather.
Yes, there's no data about weather. This doesn't talk about temperature or the raining condition or the wind condition. Okay, that's the answer. Number three, large data are used for finding patterns in the data that can predict future. So this one is that when you do large data, you had a trending. Okay, so you use that to predict the future, right? Well, which of the following used to predict future usage?
B.
Hmm?
B.
A, you have the calculation of a monthly bill. B, you have past purchase to recommend product for possible purchase. Identify large spending ages. Ages will not be predicting because every month the who spend more money, you cannot use the trending to predict it. Okay, because it may be changing. It's not doesn't have the habit of changing up. So C can be out. Identify time at which most purchases are made. Which most purchases are made is also similar to this large spending ages. So this one is also out. So the remaining answer could be A or B. And we choose the better one. Okay. So your monthly bill charge, say your credit card bill, this month $1,000 because you buy a bicycle. Next month you may not. So this one cannot predict it. Okay. But your product type, say you like Nike type product, this one is predictable. So you need to choose someone who you can produce for the future use. Okay.
Okay.
So that to match it. If no B, then A may be a good answer. We are just choosing which one actually that match the best. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, number
Yeah.
four. Suppose a company creating an algorithm match the people to an advertisement in which they might have an interest. The company's bias is algorithm. So there are some algorithms. Which of the following resource can be useful for the algorithm? So they are trying to do advertisement to people who actually uh, buy something. Okay. So which one should be the way that actually they do advertisements?
D.
Hmm?
D.
Why D?
Because like you need to use like
How do you make
Well,
decision? Yeah, so how do you make the decision that which one should be okay or not?
well, because you need like relevant data, so like using all of these can like help.
So the key word is trending. Okay, if you know the trending of how things goes, then it's okay. So let's look at it. Video watching preference, which program you watch on YouTube, that is, you can predict that, right? Because you watch the video for football a lot, then this person will continue to watch football. Social medias, he actually browse more information about keyboard or mouse, and he may more likely to buy keyboard mouse. So this one also okay. His previous purchase, that's also an indication. So these are three of the things that all may help the advertisement. Is that okay? So the answer is D. So this kind of the things that you study people's behavior to figure out his purchase habit. We call it target marketing. You know the word marketing? What do you mean? What does it mean by marketing? You know the word marketing? You go to
Yeah.
business school and then they teach you marketing. So what does this marketing means? Can you say it?
Um,
What
like
does this marketing really means?
like understanding what the customer needs and like finding something that they'll like enjoy.
Mm. So marketing really means creating market. So creating market in a very easier way to say it is that creating buyers and sellers. So for example, in the beginning, nobody use AI. So how you sell the AI idea to people who may use the AI tool and then pay you monthly charge of $5. That is the marketing. Is that okay? So here you are trying to create customers. That means that you are trying to sell something to some people. So this is called target marketing. Target marketing means that you know who to sell to. Who are the people you will sell things to? So his watching habit, or the thing that he purchased, or the thing that he clicked on YouTube, on Facebook. These are the things that may help marketing. Okay. Okay. Number 5, show message service can be sent from one phone to the other. Do you know what is a show message service?
Yeah.
What's that? What is a
It's like
show message service?
it's like messaging over like cellular, but not the internet.
So did you use a cell phone?
Like yeah, like cellular phone.
Did you have that smartphone or something? Do you have an
Um,
iPhone?
yeah.
Okay, so iPhone, you will have a green button that actually have I think with green logo with a phone or something like that. So when somebody texts you, is using the show message service. So what is special about show message? Is that the same as email or not?
Um,
What's special for show message service? What's the difference between show service message service and email? Is that the same or different?
different.
What's the difference?
Um,
This one you text to phone number. So let's assume that my phone number 510-304-9428. So you write to somebody, you write to the phone number, not the email address. Okay, so this one is number one. What else is the difference?
Mm,
The second
emails are
difference,
longer.
yes, the second difference is short. How short it should be.
Um,
How short?
I don't know the exact length.
Okay, you don't know exactly. Let's look at the Google. $160 character is okay. So usually it's less than 256 letters. Is that okay? 160 only.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that your short circuit, you have to know about this before you can answer the question correctly. Short message is on the cell phone, and then it actually usually is very short, and it carry the metadata. Okay, so which of the following is not metadata? Okay, the time message created and received. That's not content, not content. Metadata is data about data, but it's not the content. So the time created is not content. So this one, okay, but we need to choose not. The content of the SMS, so this one is wrong. So the answer is B. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Geographic location is the metadata, so it actually is okay. The phone number of the sender and receiver, that's actually is the metadata. Okay, so that's okay. You have to know about what is content, what is not content on this one. Number 6, Spotify. Okay, which of the following cannot be determined by using the information in the metadata? Again, this one cannot. So you are looking for something that actually is the content. So the time stream is used, is the time, is the metadata, is the
B.
metadata. So this one is actually okay. Which one you say?
B.
B is okay. B is cannot be determined by metadata. B can be determined. It actually is metadata, part of the metadata. So not B. Which one is the content?
C.
Okay, the streaming service used more during the celebration parade. Whether the streaming service, you have to know about the metadata, right? The metadata is that you actually do video streaming, so you actually knowing about the time is actually metadata, okay? And then how many people, most popular open is which one being downloaded the most, that you is okay to find out, okay? The least common mood of the audience. So you can check that the video streaming, so they are jazz, they are classics, everything, so they can determine the mood of the audience by the genre of the music. So that actually is okay. So which one is actually about the content? You do not know whether it actually the content is the match within the word city. Match within the so is the content of the music of the so if you do hearing about the match within the World Series, that is the real-time broadcast. This one already in the content because your audio is on the match within the World Series. This is content. This is what is not. This one is not It's not a metadata. Is okay? So this one, same as number 5. This one is to look at which one is using the content, not the metadata. Okay? Is okay?
Yeah.
So we pick C because C is the content. C is not the metadata. So number 7, an online e-commerce site maintain a database containing the following information. So you have this different information for which one cannot be determined. So you have this information, which one doesn't contain these informations.
B.
This one you have customer response. So how the sum feel? So you do suppose this, okay? The popularity of color depending on the season. There's a color, but there's no season information. So the problem right now here is the season. You do not have the season. You do have the color, but you do not have the season. So this one is the answer you pick. Okay, this one cannot be determined. We keep pick B. Which color the most popular? You do have the information for color. Average price for each one, you do have a price. Okay, so this actually like that. Okay. Number 8, Google Trending. Google Trend is a website Google that analyzes popularity of the top search query in Google search across various region and language. The large number of search make Google Trend the world's largest real-time data set. Which of the following trend data is most likely to answer? So which one can trend that you be used to predict? Okay, which one?
A.
So which one can be trend means that which one you can use the Google searching result to predict. Okay. So who will search the data? Let's just look at the data of the cheapest book hotel. This one by searching, you cannot find out which day the past searching data doesn't show you. Okay. It's content, it's about content. We only look at the date, we don't know. Okay. You have to check the data, the cheapest price, you have to check the content of the price.com before you know about it. So this one is not. The cost of gas power, the chancel, the cost of power gas so chancel also is a content of the website. So this one is also not. The length of the editor rod. I don't know what this one is. A popular sled dog race in meters. This one is also content, so this one is not. So, okay, this one you can using the Google Trend to see how many people click on this information to figure out. So this one, yes. Okay. You need to know about trending is what before you make the decision on this problem. Number 8, in 2000, Chicago Public Schools set up a computing algorithm to detect teachers who had changed their students' answer on standardized tests. So they would detect whether teacher cheated to modify the SAT score. Okay, so SAT answer to help students to improve their SAT score. So how can you know that there is a teacher cheating?
C.
So this one, This one, you look at the correct answer shared by the student of the same class. You may not find it because if the student is actually answering it correctly, A, B, C, D, E will be all A, B, C, D, E. You cannot, okay? So look at the number of correct answer on the harder question. You also cannot. There's no trending that you can find. Look at percentage who passed the exam. Percentage of student pass the exam. Somebody correct on the first five problems. Somebody correct on the last five problems. So you actually use the pass rate. Also cannot predict it. So here the answer is the A. Is actually the pattern. Pattern means that your answer key, you have B, C, D, E, the other student had a B, C, D, E. So maybe all the 50 students, they all change on problem 4 to 5. They all share B, C, D, E. If you can figure out that, that means that teacher may, because when teacher change, it may change on certain questions. Okay, so you are looking for the pattern. If there's a pattern that students' data are the same. Consider correct answers because some students are problem 1 to problem 5, some students are problem 9 to problem 10. This doesn't tell you that teacher is cheating. It must happen on the same problems, similar problems. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Was number 9, number 10. So it's a data set about SAT. Okay, so these are the data set. Which one? So which one you cannot answer by these informations? The data that you cannot use it to, which one you cannot use this data to make a inference to?
A.
You have a GPA, you have intended measure, you have the interest to trending. Interest means that I want to go to that school, but can you predict the number of students accepted by Harvard? No, you cannot, because none of these telling you how Harvard will accept them, right? So you cannot predict that. A is wrong. The other are something you can calculate from this information, okay? So this is a review. In a review, I want to share you about exam taking skills, how to answer the questions. Okay, that's what we are training for. Okay, exam taking skills. So you need to learn how to answer the question because in a real exam, the problem can be different, but you actually need to know about how to answer the question. So right here, so far we go through the 10 problems. One of the problem would be one of the pattern is that what is metadata. So if something is metadata, it means that it's not content. If it's metadata, that means it's related to contents. Okay, not metadata is related to content. And if it's metadata, it's not related to content. So you actually need to know about this to answer the question. The other one is what is the data trending? Based on the trending, what you can predict. Third type of the problem is that what are the information about in the data, and then which one you can predict, which one you cannot predict. Okay, these are the problem type that we have so far. Okay. Number 11, support a team creating a program that has several database algorithm. Which of the following is the most effective strategy to create algorithm? How can you create algorithm most effectively? So the algorithm created by the entire group before the next one is started. Okay, that means that everyone need to agree on it before you move on. Second one is the algorithm created by different member, and the one member try to implement the different algorithm as they complete it. So many algorithm being developed, and then there's one guy to implement it. Third, each algorithm created by different person is implemented by the entire group after all algorithm being completed. So this one here, and then after the algorithm completed, the C, so this one is B, is one person do it. C actually is the whole group to do it. Okay. Each algorithm create a bigger number of the based on strengths and experience by the experience and agree on the starting of the programming. So this one actually be created by the whole group is not efficient. Or A, the whole group is not efficient. B is not efficient because one guy to implement, that's also not efficient. Okay, now the answer is C and D. C actually everyone implemented, and then the entire group to do it. The problem is that some of the algorithm developer may be very weak. So you prefer each task should be developed by someone who has experience and strong. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So implement by entire group, but different people is wrong because different people just means that A do this, B do this. That's wrong. You have to figure out who is the strongest in this power. Maybe C is, maybe F is the second one. So based on the strengths and experience to develop algorithm, that would be the best. So the answer is D. Okay. This one is about teamwork. How you manage a team. When you manage a team, you want to have several engineers, and then the one who do certain problem must be the strongest. Okay?
Okay.
Is okay? Number 12, why may it be more beneficial to create processing algorithm with a team rather than alone? So why you do teamwork and not individual work? Pick two. This one's pick two. Pick two means that you have to go through each one, yes or no, yes or no, and then you pick the two of them that's the best answers. Okay, so you go through one by one. Let's go through one by one to see which one is yes, which one is no. Okay, so different team members have different understanding of the concept used, which can create stronger algorithms through their incorporation. So people have different opinion on the our concept on the algorithm, and that will help the team help to create better algorithm. Is that true or not?
Yeah.
This one, for example, you develop an algorithm for accounting. You have the team member that's a coder, and another team member that who is accountant. So the accountant's concept and the code programmer's concept can be different, but they work together will create a better algorithm because accounting people would like it and the coder would feel easy to implement as well. So yes, this one is yes, it's better, beneficial is better. Okay. Second, team coding guarantee all team member will do equal share. Do you need to be equal shared?
No.
Because someone is stronger, someone is weaker, so you don't know. Team member always compete with each other, resulting in increase in trust. Competing will increase in trust.
Well, no.
No, competing will not increase in trust. Okay. Different team member will be skilled in different area. Yes, this one, yes. Okay.
Okay.
So pick two problems, you go through them. You may have 3 yes and 1 no, or 1 yes and 2 no, and 3 no. If you are 2, then you pick these two. If you are 3 yes and 1 no, then these 3 yes must have 1 wrong. You have to look into the 3 yes to kick out one of them. If you have 1 yes and 3 no, you have to look at the 3 no to pick one of them, kick him, pick him. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's look at number 13. There's mass of the object and the time fall down in vacuums. So this look like you go this mass versus time. It is constant. Okay, so based on this table, what would you predict for the problem? This one is actually C mass have no effect on the problem. Okay. Because it's constant time, right? Mass versus time is actually constant. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Number 14, okay. Number 14 give you a chart, okay? So which of the following most likely to predict to show greatest growth in 6 years? So which one had the greatest show in 6 years? How to answer this problem? You actually do not need to look at the chart here. You look at the data here. So series one is what? Series one has what character? Right?
Yeah.
Series two is what?
255.
What is the equation for this series two?
X plus 255.
Two to the power 2 times y minus 1. Is that okay? X minus 1. So it's exponential growth. Okay? C is actually y equals x plus 1. So this is linear. Okay, this one is also y equals x plus 2. Okay, only this one is exponential. Only the series 2 is exponential. So B. Okay?
Okay.
Number 15. The following table contains the type of cake sale for the city and date. Which one cannot be taken? So what you cannot you predict based on the data?
C.
A, the date of a certain type of the cake being purchased. You have the date. You have a date, you have the type of cake, so this one okay. The total number of the chocolate was purchased. So chocolate a number, this is okay. The total number of bakery, where is the bakery? There's no bakery. This is city and cake. So this one's wrong. So we pick C. Is okay?
Yeah.
There's no bakery. City, we do have a city. Okay? Okay, number 15. Okay, number 16. A programmer is writing a program that is intended to process large amount of data Which of the following is likely to affect the ability of the program to process large data set? So you write a program, so which one would actually affect the ability of the program to process data set? So how well the program documented? You write more documentation. Will that help the program? Yes or no? It's no. However, no, how you document the program doesn't help you to improve the quality of the code, okay? That's just nonsense. Anything in your Python you mark as a comment is actually not counted, okay? The order which the data are put into the data set. This one will not affect the large data set. No, I don't think so. Okay, how much memory will this affect how the program runs? Yes, if you have small memory, large data set will be limited. Is that okay?
Yeah.
How many program statement contain? It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter because some may use a loop, some may not use a loop. So how long the program is doesn't matter. How many lines of the code doesn't matter, okay? It's a performance base. Number 17, the following table detail the date and location of rented the movie, which of the following cannot be found in the provided data. So which one is containing the data? This one is to figure out who doesn't have the information. Okay, which one?
Let's see.
The number of the rented the movie per month. You do have a day, you do have the time, so this one is okay. The movie was rented the most overall all time period. So you have a movie title and how many time you have. So this one also, yeah, okay. The number of time individual person, there is an individual person? No, there's no person. So C is the answer. Is that okay?
Yeah.
D, the movie that was rented more than 12 times. So you do have the times and you do have the movie. So it's okay. Okay, something like that. Number 18. Some computer scientists, the company have the certain rules employee must face to face over the video. So do Zoom or face to face meeting. So which one is important for this face to face meeting? You must meet together in the meeting room, not the Zoom meeting. Which one is the reason?
A.
Okay. So face to face is more convenient, this one, right? This one wrong. Zoom is more efficient. Okay, Mood is more convenient because Zoom you don't need to go together. So this one is not. In person, such a more expensive. No, face to face. Face to face, you may need to go to hotel and have a meeting room. So this one no. Face to face methods are more efficient. It's not more efficient. Okay, so face to face you share more information and have more teamwork. Okay, so this is HAA. Number 19, why does data analyzing program including option for creating graph? So why your data analyzing program for creating chart? So less texting, text less? No. Graph make easier to interpret the data, trending. So graph more easy to do trending. Yes or no? Why do you need graph? And you said that graph better to do predict trending? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, yes. Easier to code the graph base? No. Graph would be harder to code than datasheet, okay? Harder to make a spreadsheet properly displayed because resulting file is not an image. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, so far like that. Number 20, when the finding from a project is presented, they are typically presented as a graph as opposed to data. So why you prefer graph to data? So again, graph over data, pick two, okay? So graph is easier to interpret something, okay? So let's see. A graph can be easily placed into the slideshow. It's easier to place in the slideshow. Table is the same. No, this one not. Okay. Graph show the trend. Graph show the trend. Yes, graph the trend. Okay. Graph are able to show all the details of necessary to understand data. No. Data is more detailed than graph. Wrong. Graph are easier to read and interpret. Yes. So it's B and D. It's okay.
Yeah.
Number 21. Okay, you must submit, okay? You must submit it to the, if you did it, you need to submit to the website so I know you did it, okay?
Okay.
The purpose is making sure that you study before we review, okay?
Okay.
That's the first purpose. Second purpose is that we need to know where you goes. That means that are you going to be a 5 or you going to be a 4 student or even 3 student? We need to know how strong you are, okay? And we need to figure out where is your weakness, okay? Number 22, which are the following unique useful feature of the search engine? So what is the good things about search engine? So A search engine will know about different version of software? Yes or no? No, right? Search engine doesn't know about it. The ability to find, filter information from a large variety of the sites. Yes or no?
Um,
Can search engine filter out information?
yeah.
Yeah. The ability to find basic information such as creator and release date. These are metadata. Okay, these are metadata. No, metadata is in the file, not in the search engine. The ability to find information originally released from print form. No. Okay. It must be in the electronic form before you can figure it out in search engine. Number 23, suppose a team are creating an online registry of the book in a library system. Okay, you are creating the book for the library system. So you're trying to extract the metadata. Okay, so the purpose of registry make it easier to find a certain book by using filter and search, which are following would not be useful way to filter out the genre of the book. Okay, so which one is not will not help you to build out. So A genre book, okay, this one is okay. It will help. Okay, library in a system that have copy of the book. Yes or no? You have the copy or no copy? Would that help you to filter out the book or not?
No.
No. if you don't have the book, now this one actually is a library system. So if you don't have the book, then if you don't have the book, then you don't pick the book. So this one is a useful way. Yes, this one is a useful way. The author of the book, somebody will search on whether it's the right author or not. So yes, the number of letters, no, number of letters, long book or short book title, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this one is not. So we pick D. Okay, it's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Number 24 is a pick two problem. So pick two problem, you need to answer yes, no, and then pick the two yes or no. Okay. So small business needed a way to keep track of its profit and expense. So he actually spends some money monthly. You have a spreadsheet. Okay, which are one the most most useful to business. Okay, create chart easily, is that important or not? I think this one is yes, right?
Yeah.
B, the ability to create an add map chart. Add. No, you want to know
No.
about the expense. Okay. The ability to have specified row profit update automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Error check to find error in the database formula. No. Okay, so this one, the answer is A and C. Okay. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
The key point is that you pick the answer should be related to the tricky trick of profit and expense. This one maybe is a good thing, but it has nothing to do with the profit and expense. This one is also a good thing, but it's not related to profit and expense. Profit and expense means that you track your dollar expense, and it will tell you whether you should cut the cost or not. Okay?
Okay.
B and D are good things to have, but nothing to do with the profit and expense. Which of the following is an example of metadata? Okay, so which one is metadata?
A.
So talk about the content, description of content. Okay, file size is not. File size is metadata, but it doesn't relate it to the content. This is wrong. This is wrong. It's only the tag. Okay. So MLB, okay, football. Okay, those kind of selected tag. Number 26. Which of the following way of using metadata improve the use of the actual data? So which one the use of metadata improve the use of metadata? So which one your metadata would help the use of actual data? Okay, so while sorted by the date of creation, so is date of creation will help the search of the data? Yes, right?
Yeah.
The author and the organization field in the document keep track of the source of the document. So if you want to search for who created, yes. The length of the video, you want to have a short file or a long file, yes. So the answer is D, okay? Okay, we are 8:58. So that's actually come back on 9:05. Have a break, okay? Have a break because I know after 1 hour you may be tired. Okay? Have a break. Let's come back later, okay? 9:05, okay? Okay, hi, Liana, let's go to the 27, okay?
Okay.
So 27 is a P2 problem, okay? So why not why might it be far harder for company to maintain privacy for large data set? Why large data set cannot be more private or secure than smaller one? Okay. So large data set are less secure simply by the number of their size, because their size is not secure. No. Large data might have more opportunity to get attacked because your database is bigger. So it may easy to be, say, you do transmission, may be easy to be stolen. Yes. Large data set are bigger target for hackers. Yes. So you have only one byte. Nobody care about your data, right? Number 20, D, large data easy to have self. So more people have easier for sheep to navigate. No, it's actually harder because bigger set. So the answer is B and C. Is okay?
Yeah.
This one is to find which one is best. So number 28, what are important online systems with large data set be scalable? Why is important that online system with the, what does this mean by scalable? So Liana, what does it mean by scalable?
Like ability to handle like a growing amount of work.
So how do you judge the pro system is scalable or not? How can you judge a system is scalable or not?
Like keep like adding
No,
resources.
no, no, no. If you search for data, so your number of data is N and your search time is T. If your search time versus N is growing like time is a function of A times N, is an order of N, then we call it scalable. If it growing like crazy, like this one, exponential growth, then we say it's not scalable. So scalable or not is actually is depending on the order of the growth. It's the order n or order 2 to the power n. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Scalable means that when you scale up, it's a linear order, then it's actually scalable. Okay. Usually it's depending on if it's n log n, we consider them as scalable. Okay, so why is important? Because the workload on the system increase, the resulting decrease in performance can be mitigated. Okay, so this one is the answer. Your growth will slow down the process, yes, but it can be mitigated, it can be limited. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Number 29. Number 29, which of the following is an example of improving transmission of the data set, large data set? So when you do transmission, what should you do? Compression. So this one, the answer is B, okay? By the keyword, you can pick B already. Okay, number 30, which of the following inherited the trade-off from ease of handling the file when used lossy? What is lossy compression? You trade off the image quality, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
You trade off the quality for the size. You say the trade off, okay? Number 30, Which of the following is a way to protect data containing personal information? Also keyword problem, encryption, compression, pin, and emulation. Which one will protect the data for personal information? By the way, you know what's compression. So what is encryption?
Um, like scrambling
Yeah, so
information.
scrambling, so the answer is A, encryption, okay? What is pin?
Um,
Do you know what's pin?
like the speed or data.
No. Pin is that you are in the network. I'm in the network. So that's essentially your computer number is 100. My computer number is 200. Another person's computer is 300. I want to know whether you are alive or not, so I pin you. So I pin 100 to see if your computer is alive or not. So pin is periodical sending small message to make sure that the connection is there. See if you have you are alive on the internet or not. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So encryption is hiding the data by abstraction. Compression is make the file smaller. Pin is to see if the computer on the internet is alive or not. What is emulation? So there's a word simulation. There's another word called emulation. What's the difference? And what are the so-called definition of these two words? What is the emulation?
You are like making one computer system act like another.
Yeah. So simulation means that, okay, we want to simulate the stock market. So you put on the data and we try to simulate the stock market, perform like a stock market. That's called simulation, okay? Emulation is that you have a computer, CPU, okay? At this moment, you do not have the real CPU, so you create a program to mimic the function of the CPU. So before your CPU ready, you have a program to mimic it. This one we call it emulation, to mimic the function of something. Okay? Number 32, converting this one to a decimal value. Can you do that? So this one is 2. This one is 2 to the power how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 to the power 5 plus 2. Which one? Oh, this one is 1. I'm sorry.
C.
Okay. Okay, 33. 1. What's the number here? This is 2 to the power 6 minus 1. Okay? Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Must be quick, okay? Number 34, 3 decimal to binary. Which one? Which one?
B.
B, yeah. You have to be quick, okay? Number 35. This one to binary. Which one?
D.
This one to binary.
B.
By the way, 0 to 16, decimal to binary, you need to remember them, okay? You need to memorize them. 37, 30. Which one is 30? This is 31 minus 1. So this is 30. Okay?
Okay.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is 31. 38, 32 to binary. 32 is 2 to the power 5. Which one?
A.
A, yes. 39.
B.
Yes. B, okay. 97. Which one?
B.
If you can decompose these to 3 of the 2 to the power something, this one tell you is 3, 1. So only B has 3 ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This one 48 is 32 plus 16. So they are 2 ones, 2 to the power 5 plus 2 to the power 4. They are 2 ones, 2 ones, 2 ones, this one. Okay? 41. Convert this one to decimal. This one to decimal, this is 1. This one is 32. This one is 128. Then, which one? Is okay?
Yeah.
42. Read this one, it must be an odd number, so even number out, okay? Second, this one is actually less than 2 to the power 6. So this is wrong. It's actually greater than 2 to the power 5. So this one out. Can only be B. Is okay?
Yeah.
43. Binary is plus 1.
A.
A, yes. Binary is plus 1. 1, 1, 0, 1 plus 1. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
1, 1, 1, 1 plus 1. Which one?
D.
D. Yes. 46, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 2. Which one? It's 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Which one? D.
D.
Okay. This one 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, 0. Which one?
B.
B. Yes. 48 to binary. 48 to binary. 48 to binary, we talk about it. This is 32 plus 16. So which one is 2, 1? A, okay? 2 ones. Okay?
Yeah.
49, 63. 63 is the 2 to the power 6 minus 1. Which one? D is 2 to the power minus 1 means all ones.
D.
This is all ones, okay? 17, 2 to the power 4 plus 1. Which one?
B.
B, okay? So far, okay?
Yeah.
You got to practice them, okay? Then you will calculate the problem much faster. Okay, go to the 51, which is the small number of a bit store the decimal value 7. 7 is 111. How many bits needed? How many bits needed?
3.
3, okay. 52. There's a text random AB display expression. Okay, so you display random 25. 25 is from A to B included and B. So this one is random 2, random 3, random 4, random 5. So which one cannot be displayed? You have possibility 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one is not? D is not. 2, 3, 4, 5, there's no D. No 6. Okay?
Okay.
Which of the following is not possible to display by random number of expressions? So it's random 1, 4, random 2, 5. So this one is possibly 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2, 4, 3, 4, 5. The answer is from which range? So this one you need to answer small plus small, large plus large. The largest one is 9, smallest one is 3. Is that okay? So which one is not possible after the addition? It's 1 is a 3 to 9, so 1 is the answer. D is the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This one, you have random range of 1 to 4. This one, random range of 2 to 5. So smallest one, 8 is the smallest one. 1 plus 3, 2. Your smallest one is 3. Your largest one plus largest one, your largest one is 9. So the data ranging from 3 to 9. So 1 is impossible, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Number 54, which number will overflow in 3 bit? 3 bit at most is 7. So D will overflow, okay? 55, which of the following will overflow in 4 bit? 4 bit is 1111 up to 15, so D will overflow, okay? These are easy problems. Number 56, which is a large number will not overflow. 5-bit system not overflow is 1111 is actually 31. So not overflow 30, okay? Is that okay? 5-bit is 31. The most is 31, so 30 will not overflow, other will overflow. Okay?
Okay.
Which one calculation will result in run of error? Run of error is division of the floating point. So the answer is A. For 57, okay, 58. Okay, we have 20 more problems to go, okay? We'll finish that today. Many older computers designed to handle 8-bit system, meaning that the number of the, so far we are answering the data type problems and binary system, decimal systems, okay? That's the lecture 2 in information and data, okay? We are working on those kind of problems. So handle 8-bit system, meaning a all number that cannot exceed 8-bit. 8-bit is up to 1111. So cannot exceed 255. So 56 is overflow. Okay? Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
59 is a pick two problem, okay? So which one is true, which one is not true, and pick two, okay? So many programming language is 4-byte integer, okay? So given the number is infinite size, which is the limitation that can put in place. Programmer need number to be as small as possible because limit the overflow problem. I think no, this one's wrong. You don't limit it. Most computing number within this range is 4-byte reasonable size for most purpose. Yes. Making large, almost infinite integer number require more space that would be impractical for most. Yes, too many bits, not practical. No programmer ever need the number. No, there are people who need it. So wrong. So the answer is B and C for 59. Okay.
Okay.
Number 60, a programmer working for architect need create program several proper or given name, area, image, assuming the property behave in identical manner, which can be a benefit. So which will abstraction benefit the system? Okay, abstraction. So you have a function of x, y, z, 3 parameters, how you benefit it, okay? So that's the parameter allow the object to hold their property without requiring each code separately. Okay, the abstraction would be able to account for every difference in the way object behave. No, the abstraction will make it harder to include the code. No, the right use of the abstraction will ensure that each object file can be edited. No, it's nothing to be edited. It's actually the convenience of the programming. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, number 61, you do look at the machine code like this. So what is the answer? The answer is B. Machine code is hard to difficult to read. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
62. I'm a little bit faster right now because we need to finish that today, okay? 62. Which of the following phrases would have the highest low lossless compression? Lossless compression is actually need to use a code book, right? You actually so you are looking at a repeated pattern. So repeated pattern means that who has the most repeated pattern? This one is yeah. I think it had the highest repeated pattern. Is that okay?
Yeah.
53. So here we come to the compression part, okay? So you see the material that we give you in the lecture is very useful right here. You have to use them, okay? You have to use the video that we teach you to answer the question, okay? So you do have a code book of these, and then use the following to reconstruct the lossless conductive original form. So you have this one. So it says a baby shark do. Okay, baby shark do is this. Okay, is okay?
Yeah.
64. Why it is easier to read the code written in high-level language? Why you need to use a high-level language? Because it's easy to understand, right? So the 64 is D. Is okay? Easier to
Yeah.
understand. 65 abstraction draw. So there's a function draw magnitude and the direction. So this one you say is actually 2 south, 1 east, 2 east, 1 north. So that would be this one. Okay?
Okay.
66. When taken a whole physical computer, lower level abstraction, higher level abstraction, taking a computer, say iPhone, is a whole system view is a phone. This is a high level abstraction. Okay, so 66 is B, high level abstraction. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Low level abstraction is that you have a circuit, you draw a logic gate, A, B, A, and B. That's low level abstraction. A whole computer is pretty high level already. 67 logic gate and function are used to determine Boolean value as such an N or ORs. Okay. Given these Boolean function abstraction, yes, they are abstraction, okay? So it's abstraction, so either A or B. Okay. And usually the answer is B. They try to represent the physical presence of a case. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
68 is a pick two problem. A theme part, let's assume is actually is a Disneyland. Created simulation to determine what of the wait time. So you have a roller coaster, you have a merry-go-round. So these are people who line up. So you have a simulation for the line up for the people, and people will line up here, and he will go here, and he will go here. Okay. So that actually is which one would be the parameter to the methods. Food are not related. Ticket type doesn't matter. You actually have ticket type doesn't matter. Walking distance, yes. Riding preference, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of food you like doesn't matter which one you will go. Okay. TP type, whether you are single day plus, multiple day plus, doesn't matter which one you will pick. Okay.
Okay.
This one is a simulation for Disneyland. 69, a programmer created a program that actually model the growth of the fox and rabbit. So fox and rabbit, fox grow like this, rabbit go down like this, which is the potential aspect of the simulation that not need to be implemented. So which one has nothing related to the growth and death of the rabbit and fox? So which one has nothing to do with the death and so how much grass rabbit must eat has nothing to do with the person death of the rabbit. Okay?
A.
How many you will grow, that's correct. How many rabbit will be eaten, that's correct. How long the rabbit can go related to the person death of the rabbit, okay? A is not related to the person death of the rabbit. Number 70, the FAA investigated the cash plane crash. Okay, so they want to do like simulation. So what's good about simulation about a high-level pilot? So which one is okay? Because you use a simulation because you don't want to have the real casualty to do simulation. Okay, so which
D.
one? E, okay. D, yes.
D.
Yes. Okay, let's go to 71. 71. CFC, okay, carbon, whatever fluorine carbon is not good, okay. Damage the Earth's ozone layer, and the scientists use the simulation now is a simulation. So which of the following could be a useful information based on the simulation? You have Earth, you have ozone zone, you have how many that were created and how much the ozone will be damaged. So exact size of the hole you cannot predict. Exact no, approximate the hundred until the hole will be revealed. Yes, approximate. This is simulation. Simulation cannot be exact. Okay. So exact, nothing will be exact. Only approximation can be assumed. Does that make sense? I look at it. Keyword exact. Then these are out, out, out. Okay. Hello. Aliena, are you okay? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, we are almost done. Okay, we only have 78 problems. Now we are 72. Suppose the environment is the wanted to understand the spread of certain species. Okay, so let's assume that you have some roach coaster, a roach coach, and then you don't like it, right? So what is the benefit of doing simulation rather than real life? Okay, the real life will create trouble, and simulation you don't have the trouble. Okay, so that this is 72. The answer is the simulation could much more quicker, yes. The species used in the simulation could be designed to mimic the many different, yes. The created quickly tested, yes. So all of the above. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
73. A program being created to simulate growth of the brain based on random determined environment factors. So you have better milk or something that would actually benefit your brain. Okay, so that's pick 2. It will allow user to gather data without testing computer hardware. Nothing to do with it, right? Wrong. It will allow user to see the effect of species variable. Yes. Several hundred simulation will guarantee the simulation will accurately. No, you cannot guarantee. The max simulation more detail, yes. So it's a B and D, is okay? Even if say guaranteed or you say exact, this usually for simulation you cannot guarantee or exact. It's okay?
Yeah.
Simulation, we only can see the trend and approximate data, okay? It cannot be exact. 74, which is display being using this, you have list of this, list 1 or 2. So in here, the list of 2, you have to pick the second. So this 1, 2, I'm sorry, you have to pick the 2 is 35. The pseudo language, the index starting from 1, not starting from 0. Is that okay?
Yeah.
When you go to the APCSP, when you say index 1, that means the first one. 2, 0 means there's no 0, not starting from 0. Okay, when they say pseudocode. Okay, this one you have the list of 0. That means you are out of bounds, so you will actually a error message. Is that okay? When you see pseudocode index starting from 1 instead of 0, okay? It doesn't make sense, but just the way that APCSP will look at, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Which one is not represent digital data? A constant stream of smooth changing data, okay? Discrete level, yes. Sample, regular interval, yes. Digital approximate represent no signal, but not exact, yes. So the answer is A. Okay? It's not smooth, actually. It's this. You sample them, it cannot be smooth. It's like this. Okay, it's staircases. So it's not smooth. This is not smooth. This is not smooth. Okay? So it's a smooth changing data. No, it's not smooth changing data. Okay? Elena, is that okay?
Yeah.
This one that is discrete, is not analog, it's digital, yes. It's a static, random. So we answer B on this one. Okay, it's digital. Okay?
Okay.
79, which signal can represent the digital signal without losing the data. Without losing the data is actually voice will lose the data. Very temperature of the day, you will lose the data because you sample it, you balance due to the train honking system. It's also will lose data. Grades only have A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, F. So grade will not lose the data. Other things is analog, they will lose data. So D. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, we are done with Unit 2. Next week, we will go to Unit 3, okay, programming and algorithm. And then after the whole unit, we will work on the problem set again, okay? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, if not, that's it for today, okay? Good night then, bye-bye. Bye-bye.